Yeah, no worries.
Hello everyone and welcome to round 3 of the Gravel Trap Legends Group 5 Championship. My name is Mason and I'm also joined by Magic Match. Welcome Magic.
Hello, Mitch, and welcome everyone to the stream tonight.
Yeah, 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 so tonight we have a 20-minute qualifying followed by a 45-minute wait, and the weather is clear and they will have to sub for tires. So let's go over to the leaderboard now. Ashley Man has just been dominated this championship so far, hasn't he, Magic?
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that display last week around the Nova Grid, or the Green Hill, we can call it. Um,
Yeah,
Pretty awesome drive from him, and also the opening round as well. So pretty good, pretty
yeah,
top driver.
yeah, but there's still a lot to play for in this championship because it's only like 10 points, 10 points separating the top three in the championship now. So, so being a 45-minute race for the penultimate round, it should be an easy way. But speaking of qualifying, let's go over to qualifying now as as Christopher Wazer has gone to the top of the tables, which this man has had an up and down start to the year, but he would be hoping to finish this championship strong, I reckon.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, finish on the high. He did a pretty good job, pretty good driver last week to finish second. So we'll see how he goes from he switch from Porsche to the Zack Speed for tonight.
Yeah, 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 the for sure, but someone else that has been a good, um, someone else that has had a good championship is this man. Take 18, again, again, and, I know, you have had some bad news out on track with this man music. Uh, uh, do you want to tell the audience how much of a hard racer this man is?
Yes, it's a pretty hard racer, but a very fair one as well at the same time. But he's kind of guy that you definitely don't want to see him in his mirrors because once he try to once he see the opportunity, he'll make a opportunity. I'll say so. Pretty pretty standout driver recently of late. So we'll see how he goes again tonight after he's pretty good performance as well, starting from outside the top 10 and finishing taking third place from Cuckoo on the last lap as well.
Yeah, yeah, but, yeah, for sure. But, what about this man, man that has gone to the top of the tables at the moment with, McFly would want he would want some redemption after his engine blew in the opening round of the F1 Championship.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate last night with that. He was just pretty much driving superbly last night. Yeah, the, pretty much he was another league, but also Mick was pretty competitive as well. So I wasn't exactly gonna say he was gonna run away with it, but yeah, it was a very unfortunate last night what happened because I think the way his pace was going, he might have may potentially catch up to first place in the end.
Yeah, 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 for sure. But, let's go on board with our championship leader at the moment. Asking man, this man has just been in the league of his own, taking out the first two wins of this championship. So, will Asking Man be able to, um, make it a clean sweep for this championship? What, what do you reckon about how this wedge will play out, Messi?
Well, first of all, he's got to get used to the new car, and he's got McFly to deal with. So I reckon he can do it, but it's going to be very difficult. Um, just make sure you get a lap pool sorted. If you can qualify the top three, I reckon you'll be a good chance of winning this race once again. Just a moment of how big the pace, how the big pace is, or how big the pace is between the McFly and the rest of the field. So we'll wait and see, and see how he goes with the Nissan. Show that Gunn has done a pretty good job of it. So I'll be no surprise if Eski can pull it all together with the car.
Yeah, 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 like, as you say, Eski has big, a pretty big helmet to, feel, feel, feel because, as you were just saying, this is the car gun normally to FC, but if anyone can do it, I think it's a ski man.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do it. As we see the timing board, Blade 9 has got into the low 2020, so he's got a nice second buffer over McFly now. But we'll have to wait and see what Esky Man can do on his lap at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's let let's see how if McFly it will be able to do any better on this lab and just have a listen to this car.
Four, it's another two, taking another 2 tenths from Bloody Nine. So this is
Yeah,
this is gonna be interesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was bloody close that time, but but let's go and have a look at some of these meat pack guys as we just throw some more uh 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 we can see as he just got a kind of a spun and maybe he's heading back in to go out to do one more one because they because with 6 more minutes to go, a couple of drivers would be thinking about coming in, filling up, and maybe going out for one more one.
Yeah, I mean he still could set at least another 2 laps if he wants. It depends where easy though is Esky. But if you leave now, you can do probably do another 2 laps if you leave right now.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, uh, for sure. But how about Sec 18 at the moment being up in both? This has been a very our that was a bit of commentator's course because as I said that he went down to fifth, but still a good showing from Sec 18 in this race.
yeah, it's only 1.8 off, so he's definitely look like you have more time to climb. Same with Kuku as well in fourth place. I was looking at the bottom half of the field. Definitely more pace from the second half of the field. And yeah, it's only 5 tenths between. Oh, actually, really, yeah, about 5 tenths between Kuku and Kiz at this moment. Sorry, not Kiz, Zach, because there's another 5 tenths between Zach and Kiz.
Yeah, yes, I think we touched on this last week, but Thunder Flash Modes has done a very fantastic job on these Group 5 cars.
Yeah, absolutely. This Group 5 pretty interesting cars to drive. Massive power and probably little downforce to cope, so it's probably challenging to drive for these cars. Maybe certainly contest probably easier than the Corvette by any means.
yeah, 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 with as we just said that, uh, uh, Mark 860 has gone up to F way, so that's a really good one by Mark 860. So what what so so what do you think we can expect from the, this motorways here this afternoon?
Well, it's Spa, so anything can happen at Spa. So it's gonna be I'm gonna say probably I want to say chaos race, but it'll be an interesting race because first of all they have to do tires mandatory, which everyone have to do. So see how big the tire delta will be between news and new tires. So let's see how that happened in the race, but we'll see the pace difference between all the different cars of the Porsche, BMW, Zack Speed, and the Nissan.
Yeah.
As Cuckoo lock into third place within 6 tenths of McFly and
Yeah.
3 tenths of Bloody Nine. So pretty good effort from Cuckoo.
Eh, eh, and the championship leader is um uh um is at the way things says, and he's on the second row at the moment. So so he would be in a very good position to start these motorways.
Yes, I think believe the grid would be on the right side for you on pole. So the either or the even drive will be on the left. So actually, be not in the world as look like Eski is looking to get to ready for his final lap of this session. Bit of front end damage from losing else somewhere. As Cuckoo and Blay 9 pitted, so it's only a couple of drivers out on track right now from McFly himself, left Stu, and True 84.
But it looks like Ramsey Wolver has had some trouble in this season as he hasn't been able to set the time. So he will automatically start at the back of the grid. Uh, um, so, um, it looks like when this car is not behaving the way he would have hoped for in the final round of the championship.
Yeah, it looked a little bit off for the rouge, and he's sliding again and at the rear. Really balances a little bit over the place, and he's going through the grass as well. So as we see Stu improving by a second and a half, so see how much more he can improve. Uh, as McFly's in the pit, so look like McFly might be sealing pole for the finale of Group 5. Left is on track as well, not sure how much he improved by. Going to the last two corners. Taking a nice and easy approach. Now just try for it as soon as you can. And see what Stu can do. And he improved, but fortunately won't steal McKenzie. Meanwhile, left improve to, I believe he's just keeping it 7th a bit. But See what Churi can do. He's about to finish the line as well. And he jumped to 13th ahead of Jay Walker as well by over 10th. So let's see what Eski's doing as he's going to the last sector to the old bus stop chicane, which they revamped the last bit of the circuit after the 2005 F1 Grand Prix, or after the 2005 season, we can say. Let's see what Eski can do. As qualify session is officially over.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah, so, do you want to take us through the, starting grid, Magic?
Certainly you can. So we got our first pole of the season for Group 5. This McFly taking it on from the Zach Speed with second place, the Blade 9. As we see the time delta difference between the two, we can see that the McFly really flying through the last sector, 5 tenths ahead of Blade 9. So really big time to gain for the race, but looking very interesting indeed. Cuckoo taking another top 3 spot through quali ahead of Eski. Eski might it's definitely in a good spot for winning it. Well, pretty much all of the Group 5 rounds these for tonight. Chris is in 5th place ahead of Zach in 6th. A much better qualifying after last week ahead of Left in 7th. Kiz 8th. And Mark, again, I believe he was in the top 10 quality last week. He'll be taking 9th place ahead of Smithy into 10th. Bales just missing out the top 10. Colin finally 11th. And ahead of him is the Mighty Stu in 12th place with Churi 13th, Walker 14th, the Newcourt in 15th, and also taking the last two question mark challenge is Range Rover in 16th.
Yeah, yeah, so, that's our starting grid for, for this, where, for this 45-minute, ways around historical spa. So the drivers are just lining up on the grid now. And it's a manual rolling side, so the we will see how McFly goes on the side of this race.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes. As like I said, how the old racing was that on pole is always on the right side. I believe most race was. Um, so so definitely if I can cover that inside line going um, to the first corner, but met that Blight United can set up himself for the run to the Rouge. But we'll see how we go in the opening round, opening laps of the race. See how much try will gain time, and we'll see how it goes from there. Um, is your time showing the clock ticking down, Mitch?
Yeah.
Okay, well, unless there's a bit of glitch going on here.
I uh uh um yeah yeah so I think what happened was the way it starts, the time clicks over. So
All
off
right,
we go
off.
with McFly is getting a good um which they are off on the formation lap with McFly leading the pack.
Yeah, look like they're doing a rolling start, Mitch.
Yep.
So everyone give a chance to uh, get the tyres in operating temperature with the brakes as well, and get ready for the start of the race. So as to remind the viewers that there is a compulsory pit stop for tyres, so they will have to go in the pit stop for tyres change. So the question is, how bad is the tyre wear around here? Time will tell for all drivers, as there was a little bit tyre complaints last week. It wasn't due to the weather; it was actually being too cold, so they had no operating wind, or the operating temperature they would like meant they were actually sliding around a fair bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So tires would definitely come into play. But but um but 45 minutes is a long time. So so so, so for the first half of these ways, um they just need to find the groove and maybe start to push in the last 20 minutes of this race.
They could do that if they want, or they start flat out and then pit again and just flat out again. But let's see how they want to deal with this situation, and let's see how bad it is the actual tire wear. Because at the moment, as like I said last week, wasn't too bad. But there's a lot of high speeds through your Spa, so there's gonna be a lot of working on these tires through the high speed. So see how they drive with the car, how the way they set up the car. Might help the tires a bit. So time will tell for all drivers.
Yeah, 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 yes, but the drivers are just weaving to get those tires up to the um optimal temperature before the start of the wedge, which they are coming up on the side of this wedge very shortly. So this this will be a very interesting wedge, and again the GTL safety car can be caught up to the last 5 minutes of this race, but here they go, they are lining up and they are
As they go, as green light, as McFly has a very reasonable start ahead of the Blade 9. No threat at the moment, but Eski is looking to overtake around outside from Cuckoo. Go side by side between the two, as Cuckoo's just ahead of Eski, as he will slot back into fourth, but he's not giving up as through these routes. He's right up
yeah,
there.
ooh, but there was a bit of a lock up from the bloody names. So will that cause him, or will he be able to get away from it?
I think it looked like more of wheel spinning or sliding, so I'll see. We'll see how much he overheat the tire, but it doesn't look too bad at the moment. As now Cuckoo's under pressure on the bloody 9 at the moment, as Eski's just setting him back a bit. Absolutely. And
But
they'll
but 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 over back on the screen, Shu has had a good shot as he has gone up to uh, 11th. But I got to say, this has been a pretty clean shot to the wedge.
yeah, it's been very clean, Mitch. No one has come off, but there's a big gap between Rangy and Truey, so maybe something happened at the back. As we see, McFly's got a just under 2 second gap, but Bloody Nine is pulling in now. I think he's just trying to settle in the car a bit. As we see Truey just go through the bus stop and on the way to complete his first lap.
But 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 Seg 18 didn't have the best of shots as he dropped down to 7th because he did start this race in 4th, so Seg 18 would be looking to get those couple of positions back.
Yeah, he looks to make up bit of grounds, but not exactly in charge towards Valefi. Instead, he's charging backwards back to the Mark and Smithy of the Zack Speed and the Datsun. So we'll see how he's going to go in the next couple of laps. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
time.
yeah, 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 as we have McFly up the front, building a little bit of a gap over the bloody man, so McFly would be comfortable with this gap at the moment and hoping to maybe extend that gap as well, maybe.
He is looking. He's went from 1.7 to 2.3 from the start of the lap, so he is pulling a bit from Bloody, but just sort of drove through that fast right hander. Kuku had a little bit going a little bit off, so he blew some smoke from his rear tires. So he just needs to watch out a bit. As Eski actually dropped to 5th from Chris now, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, 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 yes, but, 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 but a couple of these cars are very close together, so there's a couple of battles that will be interested to see how they play out.
As Eski got a very good run through Rouge, we'll see if he's trying to re-overtake Chris back to 4th. He's got a good slipstream. And he's just going back in line. Couldn't exactly get the slipstream you wanted. He's right up there with Chris. And it's just going a bit wide through there. Compromised his exit. And now he's just waiting patiently. Just get a nice straight. Get the turbo kick in as well. So about being very smooth with his car. You don't want to overdrive it.
No, the, the, no, you don't want to over there to have these cars because once they go sideways, it's very hard to get it back. Um, catch like any sort of slides in these cars.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, just overheating your tires mean it's more difficult to get back to the optimal temperature you wanted as well. So, key thing is just to be very smooth as much as you can, which seems to be very slow method sometimes, but actually is the quicker solution rather than overdriving it every lap.
But 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 the but this is a very interesting battle between Bales, Wency, Wolver, and Smithy. These guys are very close together at the moment.
Yeah, big, well, you say a big group going all together. As there's only just, well, really between only just over 2.5 second, well, 3 second now, or under 3 second between Mark and Bales. So there's a big opportunity, someone like Bales and Rangers to go through, as Bales is making a really good progress, saying that he didn't had a good run through Rouge, probably be a threat under Bales. Well, Eski lost another place to the left now.
I and that has to make you wonder what's going on with this car in the early stages of this race.
Yeah, I haven't seen what's going on. The last lap is just a normal time, but it doesn't seem like. I think he might have made a mistake again, and hence why he's lost the place to left, and also Chris early before. But we just didn't witness where he made that mistake, unfortunately. But he doesn't definitely want to lose more time now because there's a big gap. Well, there's a big group behind him between, well, Mark and to Smithy now.
And so, it, it, um, uh, as Wednesday Wolver loses a couple of positions, as we were just talking about Eskimo. So obviously the issues Wednesday had in qualifying um, are still haunting him in this race.
Yeah, and also Rangy lost quite a few time as well. Lost a lot of time. I'd say probably at least a 16-second loss from where he was before. So a little bit gutted, but see what he can make up again. As Kuki's on the pressure on the bloody nine now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
As
It's this will be a very interesting battle to watch evolve as well.
yeah, as he's getting into gears now. So oh, and Eski just lost the rear a little bit through there. It's going through right to there. Let's see what Eski's now pressuring on left now. So I'm wondering he's now finally getting into gears with the Nissan.
Yeah, 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 because it's so hard to change manufacturers as a whoever's because obviously the Skyline would drive completely different to what he would be used to.
Yeah, it'll be a different car to drive. Fundamentally, might be a bit similar how the way they drive, um, but how to operate it at the same time is a different ball game. Comparison to he was driving the exact speed last weekend and the week before as well. So he's probably still trying. He's still trying to get used to the car, but he's still pushing on left now. So But at this moment of winning, though, just with a 16-second gap, he needs to probably need to start pulling it all together now. As Kids now,
with kids in the dead scene is trying maybe to make a move on sec 18.
yeah. Also, Zach is trying pressure on Mark as well. But Mark is actually making a good progress on the Zach speed. And but Kiss is actually fastest in front of him, just over just under 2 tenths over Zach, and also 5 tenths quicker than Mark. So he's definitely a big threat to move forward.
Yeah, yeah, um, yes, okay, and, as I look up in the corner at the, director, where's director's notes, we, we haven't had any incidents in this race so far, so it has been a good, clean race so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far, and also there's no. I'm not sure if someone pitted it right at the back of the unicorn. I'm not sure if he's pitted yet or not. It's now. Oh, also Cuckoo overtake the Bloody 9 as well for second place.
Well, 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 with Cuckoo would now be trying to put his head down and try and close that gap to McFly.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes, because at the moment, Bloody 9 is struggling just a little bit to keep up with the top two, as Cuckoo was pressuring him for the last 2 laps now. So see what time he's doing now. McFly is in the sub 220s now, as Cuckoo set 2 minute 20.5, but I think that's within the lap of overtaking the Bloody 9, as Bloody 9 is struggling a lot on his rear tyres.
Yeah, 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 we're looking at the championship standings, and um, at the moment, Eskimo would have to get past Cuckoo to win the championship.
Oh, wow. Wow, so there you go, viewers. So he's got to get Cuckoo then.
Yeah, yeah. As there's only 5 points between Eskimo and Cuckoo in second. So, so um, but Eskimo is trying to make a charge up the field. Now, he's in sixth at the moment of Hofer, so he would be hoping to make a charge up the field to keep his championship alive.
Yeah, at the moment he's not. It's not making inroads with left at the moment. It's left him at least over this, or at least about almost 2 seconds at this point. And let's see what time is McFly did 20.5. as Cuckoo set the fastest lap with 2:19.7 now, so he gained
Yeah.
8 tenths, but he gone deep through the first corner. As Play 9, he's gone back to 20.8 now, so just recomposing himself. But top three, massive gap to fourth place, as Chris is only about just under 8 seconds behind the Bloody 9. But yeah, see how Cuckoo's, if he can keep it up to time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. But let's go back and see how the battle between McFly and Smithy is going. And Smithy has a little bit of a gap, but not much.
Nah, just under 7 tenths, and Bales made little Tokyo drift going through there. But it's getting big time on Smithy now, so actually Smithy was the slowest in the top 13. No, just to rephrase that, that was Stu. But 2:14 as we see Zach pressuring on Kiz now.
Yeah, 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 yes, and just going back to what we alluded to in the in, um in our qualifying coverage, um, Jagatin is such a hard but fair racer. You do not want to see him in your mirrors.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, but now Kiz is pushing on Eski, and Eski's went really wide there. Make sure he doesn't go way up, and he's lost even more place. Now he's down to 9th place.
Yes, we are, we are, we are, with he hasn't been able to deal with this car really that well. So hopefully, good, good go, going into the last half of this race, he will be able to find the rhythm of this car a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes with the new tyres. Might just to help him to rebalance the car a bit. As he jumped ahead of Tree, as Tree pitted as well the lap before. Smithy pit alongside the same lap as Eski as well. So let's see if Eski can make a bit of undercut. I think there's no tyre warmer these days, so he would have to. Oh, it's probably optimal temperature anyway.
with 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 the unicorn is at the back of the grid grid um um as the Irishman is nearly 2 minutes down from the leader, so so he's going at his own pace. It seems like it.
Yeah, just doing his own thing really, and yeah, just try to bring to the checkered flag. Something to Rangy happened again as well now, because he's way down to 15th place now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah. With Wednesday has had trouble with this car like always long. So and
yeah, sorry, yeah, you go on, Mitch.
I'm not sure what's going on with the car of Wednesday, but he um he um he has just been struggling with this car always uh uh um with Sue is now has now jumped a couple of people because he has said out, so Sue is up into seventh place at the moment.
Yeah, it's left Pine pitted and also a few other boys as well. So we'll see if the top dog will pit with McFly, Cuckoo, or top five still haven't, or the top six still haven't pitted yet. As now Zach is under pressure on Kiz.
Yeah, 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 yes, with this has been a developing battle for most of these ways.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good race so far. I had the midfield in the top group. Now we'll see if Zach is going to pull the inside on Kiz. As Zach got a little bit sideways as he's trying to really reel the thing, as again losing the rear. Oh no! Oh, I was about to say he was going to lose it there again. Three times in 3 lap as the leader McFlies is into the pit now.
Yeah, 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 yes, so, it will be interesting to see where McFly comes out.
Yeah, it's got clean air as Chris pit at the same time as well. I'm wondering if Kez or Zach will pit as Kez is going to the pit lane for new tyres. As we see the time actually deteriorating a little bit because Kuka's now in the 221s. Bloody Knight is just hitting the 221 as well, so I would say the tyre weight is kicking in a bit because now Bloody Knight is on the real Kuku once again. Oh, once again, but coming back towards Kuku. As Kuku's just make sure he's hooking up. We'll see how he's going. A little bit of wheel spin going on. Not sure if that's just from the game itself. But we're seeing the gap between him and Blade 9 going down to 1.7 to 1.5 now. As now the gap is now just so stupid as well last lap. So really Cuckoo, Blade 9 and Zach still haven't pitted, I believe. As Cuckoo's really struggling to slow down the car as he's as now Cuckoo's going to lap the Unicorn. As the Unicorn is aware of the leaders. Now 1.1 between the top two now, so I think Cuckoo will most likely going to be in this lap because I think Tyler's is screaming at him saying that's enough from us.
Yeah, 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 yes, but, Tech 18 is now, in the same position he started this race in, so it will be interesting to see as, as Christopher Ways just, over text Kim, Kim, but now, the Bloody Nail and Cuckoo has pitted.
Yeah, both pit at the same time, so there's there's no delta difference between the two. As we've seen before, Zax is just blowing smoke at his tires. So I think he's going to. No, he's staying out for another lap. So he's really dropping times as well now. So he's dropping to the 2:27 now. So he's gonna be wary where he's gonna exit because he's gonna lose a lot of time keeping like this pace. Because now Mark Eski all in within striking distance of undercutting him pretty much.
Yeah.
As we're seeing the time for Ranger, he's in the 220s now. So
Yeah.
he's popping up a pretty good time on the last lap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. With McFly has a over 9 second lead over Cuckoo, which is a very comfortable gap. So he would be absolutely loving that gap at the moment.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you keep it together for the next, well, pretty much 12 minute 45 second now. As before I did pull a bit of undercut to Cuckoo because there were about 5 6 seconds before. Now it's up to almost 9.5 seconds now. So we're seeing the gap between Cuckoo and 9 is just about, just ruffling around 2.7 seconds. And also a big gap between those two to Chris at 10 second, and just another 10 second between Chris and Zach. But Zach is losing a big chunk of time now.
Our with I have a comment saying shout out shout out to Smithy. It's his birthday today, so a very happy birthday to Smithy.
Oh, happy birthday to Smithy. Hopefully hopefully he gets the result he wanted tonight. As he's now in 7th place, just ahead of Esky Man. So they're having a both ding dong battle because they are pretty much within a 10th now. Is Mitch.
Yeah.
As Zach got out of the pit. Now it's just ahead as Esky. Oh, he's got a good exit over through Rouge, taking.
Which asking man has just been was able to pull out its one for a second, but he has now been able to make that move sick.
He absolutely did pretty good run. Just managed to keep it over the outside. So see how he plans out going forward. But now he's got about a 10 second gap between him and Mark. As Zach was managed to hold off Bales at this stage after exiting the pit. And now Mark is going towards left now. Just hovering around the 3 second mark.
Yeah, which has Shaq 18 pitted yet? I think he has.
Yeah, I think so as well. So everyone's pitted now. So don't need to worry about compulsory pit stop. As Bales is taking a different approach to the corner. As he's burning his rear tyres a fair bit. But still on the pursuit on Zach.
Yeah,
As Zach took a bit of curb there. interrupt his balance, but got away with it. You know, going through the bus stop. Okay, nice and easy. Go through the curb. A bit of wheel spin again. As Bales on the pressure once more. He's taking defensive line, is Zach. So that's opening a big... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that was definitely unexpected from Zach. As I believe... Oh, that's a very unfortunate for Bales.
Yeah, with uh, it looks like Zach just lost his way end at the last minute. So, so, so luckily both cars were able to no, save it from becoming an even bigger incident.
Yeah, it looked like he just went he went too deep to that corner, and Bale saw the opportunity. But Zach just tried to get the exit or try and get the power down as soon as he can. So he just lost the rear and just went into Bales. So I think Bales got away with nothing major damage with his car. As we see also McFly now in the 2:18's last lap now, so he's bridged the gap to 11 second over Cuckoo.
Yeah, 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 but with 7 minutes ago, to go, it looks like that no one will be able to challenge McFly at this point.
Yeah, he's just been pretty much consistent all the whole race. Why am I? We thought Cuckoo was gonna close McFly down, but that wasn't the case. McFly just pulled another gear again and just continued smashing in the mid low 220s. And now,
I get, and also, um, I do agree, Buckley Smith left has been absolutely smashing it this race.
yeah, let's see what. And McFly is improving again. He's going into the. He might be here in the mid 218s now with his lap time. So he's definitely smashing lap times for fun.
Yeah,
Uh, and Cuckoo between Cuckoo and Blade Knight still hovering around just over 3 seconds again. So I think it look like Cuckoo might be covered over the Blade 9. Let's see what time Maffei did. No, he didn't prove that he did a 2:19.2. As Cuckoo improved his time to 2:19.5. Blade 9 could not get into 19s. He lost a fair bit more time now. As
yeah, um, yeah, and Jordan, we made it to the people watching at home. 5 minutes we made it. So we won't get a safety car in this race. So the drivers have done a really good job at keeping this clean.
yeah, everyone's done a pretty good tonight. Besides that little bit iffy from Zach and Bales. But yeah, but we see a pretty close battle between Mark Esky and Smithy Mitchie, if you want to scroll down to them. As Esky's got a great run again over Mark. Let's see if he can get him though, as Mark is just trying to cover the inside line, back to his neutral line. So Esky had another good run, but cannot really stick, couldn't really get up the inside of Mark. Now Esky's got a good drive through the, going up the inside of Mark. Oh, going a little bit too deep, both contact. We'll just say clean pass, but Esky got through Mark. As Mark just went a little bit wide through there. And now Smithy, both the boys looking to smell another spot or two from Mark and Esky. So a little a bit hard racing from the pair, but nevertheless, racing is racing.
Yeah, though, but they also keeping it clean, which is good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. But it just looked like Esky just got a little bit too deep through there. So, but it didn't went too deep though. Didn't completely cable into Mark, so it wasn't too bad in the end. As McFly now dropping to the 221A, because the Cuckoo's just shy of 10 second. So I don't know if his tyre's just given up now.
Which I think McFly will get one more lap after this.
Yeah, indeed, we'll get another lap because 2 minute 10, so it'll be one more lap for everyone. As SC's got Mike now for 6th place. As Bloody 9 is now under pressure. Oh, sorry. SK's still ahead of Mark. But Smithy's under pressure on Mark now. But Bloody 9 now closing the gap to Cuckoo now. It was 3 second before, now it's 2 second now. So definitely Bloody 9 is saving his tyres towards the end of the race again, like he did on his first stint. But it's got to deal with a bit of traffic. Cuckoo's got to face a bit of traffic as well, so hopefully he doesn't lose too much time for Bloody 9.
Yeah, but we have seen some very hard and close racing from these drivers tonight.
Yeah, it's been a very good racing for most of them. That's a bit blushy from Mitch for that. As we're going to the final lap of the race, lap 19. So McFly controlled the race from the start ahead of Cuckoo, which he had to do a bit of the hard way to overtake Bloody 9, but still keeping ahead of him nevertheless. But question is how much Cuckoo's used his tyres at the start of the stint. But it's still hovering, it's still about just over under 3 seconds, so I think Cuckoo's got it covered to take second place of 9. And then Christopher is in a no man's land really in 4th place. A big 21 second head behind Bloody 9 and just over 11 second ahead of left. Now SK's got a bit of gap ahead of Mark in 6th and 7th, Smithy 8th, and not far off to 7th. Zach is in 9th, but Bale's now pressuring from Kiz in 10th, 11th. As Kiz will definitely go for it for the crack in the top 10. Dude's not far off in 12th place. As he said, sub 23 there. Or getting a little bit sideways. He's probably getting excited seeing two cars in front of him. And Rangy's in. Oh, and Kiz went way off the road, so he definitely won't have a good shot at Bales. So he's going to have to wait for another opportunity to get him. As Zach is struggling again. Oh, and Kiz went.
Oh, he's just goes wide.
He went very wide there. I don't know if he missed judgment there. He's got a bit of damage on his left side of the car, but it's not too bad though.
But let's head back up the front of the grid as McFly is about to cross the finish line for the last time.
Yeah, and a well drive to McFly. Absolutely brilliant from him. Could take a brilliant second. And also, something happened to Bloody Nine now if you go back to him, because he's only half a tenth between him and Chris. Something happened to him. Oh,
But the
oh, he lost it.
just
Oh, a tenth between him and Nine and Chris. So something happened to Bloody Nine. I wonder if he just ran out of fuel right in the end. Because that was very close. As left to take an awesome job to take P5. Ahead of Esky, P6. Ahead of Mark.
Mark in P7,
Yeah,
Smithy in P8,
as
Jack in P9.
yeah, just pressuring from the mirror. You can see from Bales and Stu. Stu's having a go on Bales. Oh, a little bit Turbo Drift for the finale. Oh, Esky's right there on the side. I could hear it. Oh, so close.
10th, Sue in 11th, Kids in 12th, Wednesday in 14th, as Wednesday is just coming around the final corner to bring it home in 14th, and that's the end of the race, but what a good race. There are that was, but I'm pretty sure that that means that Cuckoo is the Group 5 champion. So well done to Cuckoo on that awesome drive.
Yeah, he took it. Yeah, pretty good drive for him for this race after misfortune at the last round. So yeah, taking it up from that to second place. So another world drive to him, and Bloody Knight almost lost to Chris. So good thing he takes third place. Fully deserve it ahead of Left, and a very good drive from Left, and very unfortunate. Bad night at the office for Eski, unfortunately. With Mark, another strong race for him at 7th ahead of Smithy. And well, once again, happy birthday to you, Smithy, in 8th place ahead of Zach Knight. A very bit of same with Eski, a little bit not expecting to go backwards rather than going forward in 9th ahead of Bales in 10th, which he just got ahead of Stu. That was super close. You can see the gap between the two. Holy moly. So Stu really had to go at Bales right at the end, so great effort from him. Kids taking 12th place, ahead of Rangy in 13th, True in 14th, and lastly, Nukes to take 15th place. So fastest lap as well, taking from McFly in that sub-minute 19. So he's actually beat his quality time actually. Cuckoo second fastest ahead of Blade 9. He's got into the 19s as well. Meanwhile, Chris got in the 20s, and Rangy's got in the 20s as well. So most drivers got into 21s and 22s as they got
Ye-
into gears with these cars. So
Yeah, 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 yes, but what a good way to end this mini championship.
yeah, absolutely. What a great way to end the season, especially at Spa. You can't complain. One of the
Yeah,
OG circuits in the world.
yeah, 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 uh, yes, and um, and a big thank you to you, Magic, for joining uh, 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 me on comms to tonight. I hope you enjoyed the uh, 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 calling that ways and um, be, because I found that ways was a extremely good one to call.
Yeah, thank you, Mitch. Yeah, it was a pleasure to be on the commentary box again for the second week in a row for you. Uh, so yeah, pleasure to be on the commentary box, and definitely was plenty of fun to watch from the spectacular side or spectator side, if I can't really say it tonight.
Yeah,
But
and
no,
um, and that's that. Uh, um, and that's that. Thank you for helping out with that magic.
no, it's my pleasure, Mitchy. Hopefully we'll do more again soon.